Can you explain what internet is?
Netscape has 90% of the browser market.
No! Pixelon is #1 in internet broadcasting.
You need to join theglobe.com.
People will want to log on, I guarantee.
This is the beginning of what they call the browser wars.
Value the Boom, Tuesdays at 8:30 on National Geographic.
Top weather headlines this Monday, the 14th of January, and our heatwave conditions extend all the way from the northwest down to the southeast of the country. We've seen record heat overnight at Verona Downs in New South Wales, where the mercury only got down to 34.6 degrees. That's the hottest night on record anywhere in New South Wales, with more than 100 years of records. Now, this elevated heat across the south and the southeast is driving up fire danger for parts of the country, and authorities in South Australia have warned those heading out to the Adelaide Hills for the tour down under to take extra precautions not to spark a blaze. We are seeing showers and thunderstorms moving over parts of the Northern Territory, including the top end this afternoon. We've seen 16 millimetres falling in just 20 minutes at Bachelor, with those storms expected to continue into the night. Our heatwave conditions are extending further down into the south and the southeast once again on Tuesday. We're going to see another scorcher across parts of New South Wales and Victoria. In Albury-Wodonga, we saw the mercury getting up to 42 degrees on Monday, and it's set to hit the 40s once again on Tuesday. Now, on Monday, one of the hottest spots in the country was at Marie in South Australia, where the airport saw the temperature getting up to 48 degrees. These dogs would have been panting in the heat, and we are going to see that intense heat once again. Kicking things off in Queensland, we have showers about the central and also the tropical coast. We saw some good falls in Cairns throughout the day on Monday. Between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m, we saw more than 20 millimetres falling for you in Cairns and more than 25 at the racecourse in Cairns. More of those coming through with the chance of some thunderstorms about the tropics. We could also see some storms firing up about the south interior. Now, our temperatures are well above average for the bulk of the state, particularly about areas in the west. 39 degrees, our top in Longreach. Now, as I said, we're seeing that heat extending further down into the southeast and towards the coast in New South Wales. So we saw temperatures at Newcastle getting to 25 degrees on Monday, 32 your forecast maximum on Tuesday. Burke's heading for the 7th day, up above 40 degrees with a top of 44. And we've got another hot night, 29 degrees, our minimum in Broken Hill. That's after we saw Verona Downs getting down to 34.6 degrees overnight, marking the hottest night anywhere ever in New South Wales. That was Sunday through into Monday. It's also going to be hot across Victoria. Those temperatures up in the 40s across the Mallee. In fact, the mid-40s for you, 46 degrees up around Mildura. We are going to see some patchy early fog about the south. It'll be burning off quite quickly, and we could see some cloud developing in the west. As we head down into Tasmania, we've got a partly cloudy day, but it should be fine and hot. 29 degrees our maximum in Hobart. That's 7 above the average. There's the chance we could see some showers pushing into the west, so that includes you in Strawn, Launceston, 33 degrees, a hot day on the way for you. Now, we do have elevated fire danger on the way for parts of South Australia. Port Augusta, one of those places set to swelter, and we could see some race dust coming through with a change rolling through during the afternoon there. We're going to see those temperatures well above average across the state. 43 degrees in Clare, 41 degrees in Adelaide. We did see temperatures getting to 41 degrees in Adelaide on Monday. Another scorcher for the start of the tour down under. As we head over into Western Australia, well, we are going to see those winds increasing around the southwest. It's staying hot about the north and also the centre of the state, and we've got elevated fire danger in place for some areas. We also have the chance of thunderstorms firing up about the interior. In the Northern Territory, we have the chance of showers and thunderstorms pretty much anywhere north of Alice Springs, and we did see 16 millimetres of rain coming down with a storm over just 20 minutes during the afternoon on Monday at Bachelor. More of those rolling through on Tuesday, but south of Alice Springs, it's looking hot, dry and sunny. Here at Sky News Weather, we'd love to see see your weather photos and videos, you can share them with us using Facebook, Twitter or Instagram.
A heatwave is now well underway across southeastern Australia, so let's have a look at how this heatwave is comparing to the heatwaves we've already seen so far this summer across the southeast. So in particular, for the inland areas, this is hotter. We're seeing temperatures rising about 2 to 3 degrees above what we saw with previous hot spells so far this season. In terms of the nights, they are definitely hotter in many locations, and the humidity has risen along the New South Wales coastline in particular, where the dew points, which are an indicator of humidity, are about 2 to 3 degrees warmer than what we've seen with the previous hot spells. Now, in terms of the far south of the country, it's not quite as intense or as long-lasting as what we've seen. So Melbourne, for instance, is not going to see a heat wave, just a spell of warm weather. Now, this heat wave is already record-breaking, and we will see further records broken as well. In terms of New South Wales, a minimum temperature was recorded in Borna Downs of 34.6 degrees. That's the hottest New South Wales night ever recorded in the state. Now, in terms of the heat wave, it's going to reach extreme thresholds for eastern parts of New South Wales, where we are going to see that added humidity making conditions very uncomfortable, especially through the nights. And in Canberra, it's going to be the most intense heat wave in 5 years. Here is the heat as it stands across Monday, but as you can see into Tuesday, it's pretty much the exact same areas continuing to be very hot. So it's not really moving very quickly, this heat wave. And let's have a little bit of a zoom in now. So across far southern parts of Victoria, it's not quite as hot as it is through the north, and that's because of the sea breeze limiting that heating, and that will be a continuing factor into Wednesday as well. Into Thursday, we'll start to see a bit of a westerly change. That picks up the winds a little bit. You can see those arrows moving through Victoria there, and so we've got elevated fire danger throughout this event, but it will really ramp up into Friday, and you can see the winds rising up and across southeastern Australia. That is with the cool change coming through. Notice the cooler temperatures there, with the blue indicating around 20 degrees at times on Friday afternoon, whilst in central and northern New South Wales it is still extremely hot. Into Saturday, that's when the cool change sweeps across New South Wales, dropping temperatures substantially, and we may even see a southerly buster as a part of that. And into Sunday, the heat just lingers on in far northern New South Wales and southern Queensland, whilst it starts to redevelop in the far west of the country, including in Perth, where hot weather is once again on the way.
It was a glorious day to hit the sand and the surf in Sydney on Monday. Temperatures getting to 28 degrees in the city, 34 degrees in the west. But Tuesday starts our run of days above 30 degrees. We're going to see 5 days, Tuesday through to Saturday, the likes of which we haven't seen since 2011 in Sydney. Now, for the western suburbs, that run of days is going to be up above 40 degrees. It's going to be dry, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be mostly sunny. When we get to the weekend, we are going to see some showers coming through with our cool change, dipping those temperatures back down into the 20s by the time we get to Sunday. The nation's capital also has sunshine on the way. We got to 34 degrees on Monday, and on Tuesday, we're tracking towards a maximum of 39 degrees. That's well above average for this time of year. Now, as we look further ahead, we are going to see temperatures getting all the way up to 41 degrees, 13 above the average for this time of year. Before we do see some showers coming through by the time we get to the weekend, we could see some thunderstorm activity late on Wednesday, but we're not expecting any rainfall with it. When we see those showers coming through Friday into Saturday, it's the start of our cool change, and we're getting back down to the 20s by the time we get to Sunday. Some patchy morning fog to start your day on Tuesday in Melbourne. Looking further ahead, we've got a slightly cooler day coming through on Wednesday. That's our first mild change coming through, but it's still staying hot. We do have the chance of showers Thursday, Friday and Saturday when we see our proper change, dropping temperatures to below average at 23 degrees. We will see it warming up again by the time we get to Monday to start next week. Heading into Hobart, and we could see a thunderstorm, but it's set to be a dry one for you to kick things off throughout the day on Tuesday. Then as we look further ahead, we continue to have our chance of showers Thursday and Friday. We start to see that chance of showers. A cooler day on Wednesday ahead of that, though. Then we are going to see our temperatures dipping down again on Saturday as that cool change rolls through. Now, we are experiencing some quite intense heat across parts of South Australia, including Adelaide. We saw temperatures getting to 41 degrees at Kent Town Observation Site, and we're going for 41 degrees once again for you on Tuesday, 12 above the average for this time of year. It's staying hot and dry right through to Friday when we see our cool change coming. We're going to see showers associated with that, dropping temperatures down to below average on Saturday at 26 degrees. Into the west, winds are picking up for you in Perth. We could see them up around 40 kilometres per hour. Throughout the morning on Tuesday, it's going to be sunny, hot and dry, 30 degrees, so that is average for this time of year. Slightly cooler by the time we look ahead into Thursday. That's the Fremantle Doctor coming in a little bit sooner, but then we are warming up again by the time we get to Sunday, and on Monday we're at 39 degrees, 9 above the average for this time of year. Showers and thunderstorms each day for the week ahead in Darwin. Now on Tuesday they're most likely to be during the afternoon and the evening, but our rainfall totals aren't going to be as heavy as we have been seeing in recent days. And in Brisbane it's set to be mostly sunny and dry for you for the week ahead. Our temperatures very consistent, sitting around the low 30s. We did see the mercury getting to 32 degrees throughout the day on Monday. That's our forecast top again on Tuesday. We could see some showers arriving by the time we get to Monday though.
Absolutely devastating and deadly snowstorms and avalanches have occurred across parts of Europe over the last week or so, but in terms of the weather, it does look like things have certainly settled down, which is some better news, and we'll have a look at temperatures in a moment. Let's head to New Zealand first of all, where we are going to see some showers and rain for the North Island, but a return to blue sky throughout Tuesday for much of the South Island. And the air quality is going to improve in Beijing thanks to a bit of a gusty cold front there, and also we'll see some rain spreading to southern China as we head into Tuesday. Let's head to Europe. So Vienna heading for a top of 3, some snow there, but really drying out across much of Europe. Athens could also see some cold weather, and over in the west, fine conditions after a foggy start in Paris, a top of 9 degrees. Joburg in for some storms by Tuesday afternoon, and it's going to be cloudy but dry for Cape Town, and some heavy rain set to kick in around the Uruguay region, and we've got some rain and storms continuing in the northern areas there. But Buenos Aires could also see some storms with a top of 28 degrees. And last but not least, in North America, we've got showers for parts of California, including LA, with a top of 15, and sunshine returning to the northeast. New York after a freezing start, a top of 3 degrees. And of course, the most comprehensive weather in the nation is right here on Sky News Weather Channel 603.
As our heatwave continues across the country, fire danger becoming a very real concern across our southeastern states. When we look at the vegetation index, you can see most of the country remains dry, represented by this brown and yellow shading. The best falls over the last week were up around the tropics of Queensland, where we did see the remnants of ex-tropical cyclone Penny moving through. We also saw some good falls up around the peninsula and over the top end. When we have a look at what's on the way for Tuesday, well, we're going to see our winds picking up. We are going to see some gusty southwesterlies coming into parts of northern Victoria over the course of the afternoon, and that's why we do have extreme fire danger forecast for the Wimmera. Elsewhere in northern Victoria, we have severe fire danger for places including the Mallee, and we also have a fire weather warning in place for parts of Victoria. Now, while it's just very high fire danger in New South Wales, we also have a fire weather warning in place for the southern slopes, as well as across parts of South Australia, where severe fire danger is in place for regions including the Mount Lofty Ranges, where we are going to see the tour down under getting underway around the Adelaide Hills over the course of the day on Tuesday. Into the west, and we are seeing our severe fire danger contracting to the coast, and our fire danger starting to ease back around the southeast of the state, including the Eucla, where we did have severe throughout the day on Monday. Looking further ahead, and that fire danger is staying elevated across parts of the south. It's easing back in Victoria, but continues to be severe for areas of South Australia as our heatwave rolls on. As we look even further ahead now, and we are continuing to see that heat impacting across the country, our fire danger jumping up to extreme across parts of the west. We're seeing very high over areas of New South Wales, South Australia, as well as Victoria, where it returns to being severe over parts of the north.
This is the moment you've waited for.